NASCAR teased us with a possible big bombshell today, which we thought was thinking either Dodge Ram, maybe it's a new EV. Either way, the opinions were flying. Well, today we find out exactly what that is. And it probably wasn't what everybody was thinking. Also, we'll talk about these rookies. Gatorade duels are tonight, and Mark Martin gives us his insight on the rookies. And we bring in a weather expert, not myself, a true weather expert, to give you all you need to know for the race this upcoming Sunday. Let's roll the intro, and let's talk about it. Come on. This is High Top Sports NASCAR. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. We are on the way to 1,000 subs, trying to get there before the Daytona 500, and you can help by doing that by smashing that subscribe button. So we're going to dive right into it. There was the little teaser yesterday of what could be new heading into NASCAR, and all we saw was this quick little glance of a car that seemed to be covered up, right? And again, the opinions were flowing, whether it was going to be an EV, a Cybertruck I saw was a possibility. I was hoping for them announcing that Dodge would be returning back to the Cup Series in 2027. We were all wrong. We were as far off as you could possibly ever imagine. And I don't think that I'm disappointed, honestly. So this is what was revealed. There's sound effects talking about being cooler, and I go, is this a Ross Chastain advertisement? What is going on here? First of all, if that car is still alive, I'll take it. I'll put it in the studio somewhere. But that's hear me out. All right. And no, we get a cooler, a NAS cooler, a go-kart cooler, carbon fiber wheel. I mean, honestly, it's cooler than everything else we thought it could have been, if we're being honest. I don't know if these are going to go for retail. I would like for them, if they are, I'll take one. I'll take two, actually, for me and my son. I hope it wasn't just an advertisement for hell yeah, and they actually roll these things out, because it's perfect. And again, it was what we thought it would be. Was it a little probably overzealous? Maybe. But we talked about it, or at least myself, it could have been an opportunity for NASCAR to fumble the bag with the great energy and the great direction they were headed. They could have really went an opposite direction. Honestly, I think this is better than the Dodge announcement, okay? This is just leaning into their entire hell yeah campaign and doubling down on we are NASCAR. Get your cooler full of beer and let's get after it, all right? Because who doesn't need a go-kart with a cooler attached to it? I didn't know I needed one until now. So I'll have to go ahead and scoop one of those bad boys up. I love it. It was cool to see. We'll watch it back one last time here. Quick release draw for the drain. A big ass spoiler. What's the over under? What, $1,500? We all in on that, boys? Right? Little team effort. Maybe we'll have to get one for the show. We'll do a review on it again for science. Right? I'll take one for the team. Tonight we have the Gatorade duels kicking off at 7 p.m. and then the second race kicking off at 8:45 p.m. We'll see Bubba Wallace is taking on the first race. I'm pretty sure he won the first race last year. We'll see if he can repeat for duel number 1. I mentioned I will be there later this evening, so you guys be sure to come hang out with us and tune in. Should be a good time. Very excited for the big race. But I want to clip over to a interview that we did with Mr. Mark Martin, where he spoke about a lot of different things, a lot of great things, but something I loved, I wanted to share with everybody is what was his thoughts on these up-and-coming rookies. Take a listen.
Yeah, I do. Connor is, a once in a generation talent, I think, and so is Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell. So, the coming so close together, I just can't imagine how that happens. But, he's so mature. But let's not forget about Jesse Love. He brings some different personality to the table, which is really cool. Carson Hocevar brings a lot of polarization, which is something that we desperately need. Maybe he can be our next Kyle Busch. And Corey Heim has the potential to do big things as well. And I think he will. And he's with a great organization. So. And then, we actually have some young female drivers that are displaying more car control and driving talent than I've ever seen before. So, and they're young too. So, that's pretty exciting. How cool would it be to have, a girl up here beating and banging with with our stars today. Man, wouldn't that get the blood pumping? Because there'd be a lot of haters, and it'd make a lot of guys mad, and we need people to get mad in our sport. That's what drives it. Do you, think back about Dale Earnhardt? One of the reasons he was the biggest figure in our sport was because he made so many people mad and he made so many people happy.
Great stuff there from Mark. It was an awesome interview. You haven't seen the whole thing, go check it out. It'll probably be at the end of the video, so go watch it in its entirety, about 20 minutes long. But Mark was awesome. Great stuff. Glad to have him on this early on in the show, which is great. And then we also had another special guest from Mike Weather Page. If you live in Florida, you probably are very familiar or follow Mike's Weather Page because we live in Hurricane Central. And when hurricanes come rolling, we all want to know what's happening, and Mike is on the ball. He gives us a full breakdown of how the Daytona 500 may be able to be preserved for this weekend with this rainstorm, or we might be rolling into Monday. Take a listen. All right, ladies and gents, we have Mike from Mike's Weather Page joining us here to discuss, obviously, the not exciting weather patterns that are looking forward to Sunday. We've been trying to talk the weather here on this channel. I've told you I'm not a weather guy, so we went out and got the best of the best in Mike here to discuss what's happening this weekend. Mike, we appreciate you coming on, man. How you doing?
Good, thanks. I don't know about the best of the best, but I try to get it right 51% of the time. That's my goal.
Fair. Look, when it's I hope this one. I don't know what your projection is yet on Sunday, but if it's in favor, I'll cheer for it. If it's not, I hope you're wrong. So
yeah, it's only Wednesday. Things can change, but man, the pattern has been locked in. I look back. I think I was talking about this last week with this front coming down. So every day it gets a little closer. It gets a little more scary to think that we could be dealing with rain again at the 500.
Yeah, I just have my basic little app on my phone, and I saw showers for Sunday, and I was like, don't worry about it, guys. It's probably just a little pop-up thing. And then I saw your graphic, which we're going to take a look here in a minute. I was like, this isn't just some little pop-up.
Right.
This is a big old storm coming through.
Yeah, and I live at Daytona. I grew up at Daytona. I know about these squall lines that come through, and the heat. The heat is back in February, and we're going to be dealing with 70s and 80s on Saturday and Sunday. So there's going to be a lot of energy in the air, and there is a front coming. You're looking at it. The Euro is the king most of the time when you look at model data, and it's a little faster. But the good news is the GFS, decent model. It's slower. So it's really a race. I keep saying it's a race within a race. I mean, we got rain coming. The only other thing that I'm seeing, people that live over in the Atlantic side, there's always a little bit of moisture. It seems like in the morning sometimes before these fronts come. So we could be looking at even some like light showers Sunday morning before the big stuff gets there. But the big stuff is going to get there, 2:30 start time. God, I wish it was like at noon. It'd be a whole lot easier to say we have a good chance of at least get, 3/4 of the race in. But there is going to be weather coming. It's just going to be a race, and when it gets there.
So there is no avoidance then. We're not going to get the lucky Florida-ness where we miss out on it completely.
If I had to say yes or no, I'd say no. I mean, it's a pretty healthy line of rain. It's quick moving. The good news, if they had to run Monday, it'd be beautiful, dry air, a little cool. It's not a true cold front, not like we've been dealing with. I just worry about that Euro being, the 1 p.m. radar there. You're gonna, I hate starting these events. They rush the pre-show, and the rain is coming. It's awful. I've been there. I've done that. You kind of look off to the west and you see those clouds come in, and you just know there's no avoiding it. And we could see some storms. I mean, we've seen plenty of tents flying in the infields over the years. So we have it. We have it coming. Unfortunately, the timing is Sunday. The only thing we could hope for is it's going to be here later, in the day.
So, well, the Euro has it happening at probably the worst time, like literally showing up at 2:30. Like it's wanting to watch the race itself. It wants to say, "Gentlemen, start your engines," and probably running till 6 o'clock. Is that kind of the forecast as of now?
Yeah, I was looking at that. They've raced at night. I mean, it is going to be moving pretty fast. I mean, it just depends on when Daytona wants to run. They could have a 6-hour rain delay. We've seen that before. So yeah, it could be out of here. 9, 10 o'clock. It's just a matter of they want to bring out the dryers. It's a good hour or two at least to dry Daytona. And if in years past too, we've had a lot of humidity out there. And once you lose the sunshine, sometimes it's tough, to get it completely dry. So, it's just one of them things. I mean, the timing of it, I wish it was morning. It would get out of here. It just seems like it's going to be coming afternoon. It's just when does it come in that afternoon? It's something to think about in the back of your mind.
And the GFS model is our friend right now because it could be getting there right towards the end of the race. Is your thought on that one?
It would definitely be a little bit more into the nighttime. The thing that I worry about is a little bit of lingering rains in the morning time that might just light showers. We've seen light showers at the Speedway, maybe in corner 4 and not corner 1. It's such a big ass track, that it can be raining in 1 and not in 2, but it messes things up. So it ain't going to be a perfect day. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Saturday looks good.
Well, I want to talk about that because you just mentioned before the show you've got a car in the race, but also tell them where they could give you a follow because obviously you'll be keeping tabs on this and updating people as more news comes out with it.
Yeah, just Mike's weather page. Pretty much all the platforms, same thing. Mike's weather page. I post a lot on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X, and Instagram. So I pretty much, we'll be doing a lot of shenanigans at the Speedway. I'm got some friends at Busch Light tomorrow. I'm picking up some new aluminum bottles I'm excited about. I'll be sharing that. So I'm going to have a good time regardless. I mean, infielders, it's awesome because Monday's a holiday. You get an extra day of partying, and most kids are out of school Monday. So that's the only thing only beef that I ever get with anything is like, if it's coming, it's like you sit and wait and it's coming, and it's like they want to do the pre-shows, which is fine, and the TV times are locked in. That's the tough thing nowadays. They just can't go to 10 o'clock. The simple solution would be start 10 in the morning, but they can't. TV rules, and I just hope we're not sitting there with a forecast where we know it's going to start raining at 3 or 4 o'clock, and then we only get half the race in. So they're the best. I know Troy at Daytona and all their weather team, they're the best of the best. You can't make a decision right now this far out, honestly. I mean, things can change. Florida, things change. So we just have to know on the back of our mind that you might need to bring a poncho.
No doubt. Well, Mike, I know you got your car racing on Saturday. We got good luck happening for them, and hopefully they have a successful day. But I really appreciate you hopping on and doing this. Look, if you're a Daytona 500 fan, it's a great week. It's a fun week, but we had the clash that happened. Obviously, it was disturbed by weather, and here we are again 2 weeks in. We're getting kicked in the butts.
It's like it's snow delays, right? Or sleet.
Can't catch a break right now.
I was looking back. I mean, I guess 3 or 4 of the last 5 years we've had something, rain or Monday. I know the fans hate it. I mean, we went through a stretch of 20 years we didn't have any weather, so it's like you just never know, But again, it's not. There's a chance this thing could really slow down and be here Sunday night. So nobody should cancel any plans at all. NASCAR does an awesome job getting these things in, and I've been there at night during a race. It's awesome under the
Hopefully
light.
the mountains in Tallahassee slow it down, right?
Yeah, the big mag lab they call it up there. They have a big magnet. So that's it.
I love it. Well, Mike, I appreciate it, man. And again, go give Mike a follow on Mike's other page, Boys and Girls, to keep up to date with all things. And we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
All right, ladies and gents, hope you guys enjoyed today's content. Maybe we'll see you guys later on tonight after the Gatorade duels. Will all just depend on my traveling situation. But if you guys are enjoying this content, you know what to do. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love, baby.